Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Explain Maths. This is Sweta here, and in this video I have carefully prepared all the important questions from the chapter Comparing Quantities. So along with solving these questions, I have also included all the key formulas to make your revision easier. These concepts are not only helpful for your exam but also frequently appear in many competitive exams. So watch till the end to master the chapter and boost your confidence. So let's begin the class. These are the important formulas which I have given, and it covers all the formulas of the chapter Comparing Quantities. Question number 1. A man spends 65% of his salary and saves 525 rupees per month. Find his monthly salary. So if you read the question carefully, percentage is given for the amount which is spending. But here it is given the money which he is saving. But what is the percentage of money he is saving? That is not given, right? So your first step is to find the percentage of salary which he is saving. Then we can able to create a relation and we can find the monthly salary. So here it is given the man spends 65% of his salary, and so the percentage of salary which he is saving will be 100 minus 65%, means 35% of his salary he is saving, and that amount is given as 525 rupees. So from here I can write, let the monthly salary be X. So 35% of X is 525. So according to the question, 35% of X is equal to 525, and if I am going to solve it, I will be getting the monthly salary. So from here now I am going to reduce it. So 35 by 100 into X equal to 525. So if you are going to transpose everything to the right hand side, you will get 525 into 100 divided by 35. Now use 5 table, 5 times 7, 5 times 105, then again 7 table, 7 times 1 and 7 times 15. So from here I can get my monthly salary is 15 into 100, which is 1500 rupees. Now moving to the next question. Question number 2 is a number is increased by 20% and then decreased by 20%. Find the net increase or decrease percent. So see, this type of question we can solve in many ways. You can assume let the number be X and then you increase it by 20% and then decrease by 20%. The another way is you can assume the number be 100 because it is given in percent. Percent means out of 100. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to assume let the number be 100 and then number increase by 20%. So what will be the number after increase of 20%? So it will become 100 plus 20% of 100, right? Now I have to calculate it. So it will be 100 plus 20 by 100 multiply by 100, and from here 100 and 100 I can cancel and the number will be 120. So this I got my increased number. Now what question says, now after this it is decreased by 20%. So number decreased by 20%, then now what the number will be? So the decreased number will be 120 minus 20% of 120. Now from here this 120 you have to decrease 20%. So what will be the decreased number? Let's calculate it. So it will be 120 minus 20 by 100 into 120. Now I can eliminate these zeros. So it will be now 120 minus 2 into 12 will give me 24. And if I subtract it, I am getting 96. So if you can see from here, now the number became 96. But originally the number was 100, right? So from here I can conclude now the number is decreased. There is a net decrease because originally it was 100 and now it is 96. So how much is the decrease? So net decrease is 100 minus 96, which is 4. Now in the question says you have to find decrease percent also. So the decrease percent you can find using the formula. So percentage will be net decrease divided by original number multiplied by 100%. So the decrease in the amount was 4 and the original number was 100 multiplied by 100%. If you reduce it, it will become 4%. Okay, so the net decrease percent is 4%. Now question number 3. A man got a 10% increase in his salary. If his new salary is 1,54,000, find his original salary. So I don't know his original salary. but there is an increase in 10%. And when in the original salary, if you increase it by 10%, the new salary is 1,54,000. So from here, we can assume let the original salary be X. So according to the question, we can write this X plus 10% of the increment. So X plus 10% of X is the value that is given as 1,54,000. Now from here, I have to solve it. So it will be X plus, from here I can write it is X plus 10% means 10 by 100 into X equal to 1,54,000. I have to simplify it, and if you take LCM from here, you are going to get 11x by 10 equal to 1,54,000. Now transpose everything to the right hand side, so it will be 1,54,000 multiplied by 10 divided by 11. Now reduce it from 11 table, you will get it here 14,000, and 14,000 into 10 will give you 1,40,000. So his salary was, original salary was 1,40,000, which increased to 1,54,000. Now children, whenever you solve these type of question, please don't multiply the number. Multiplication you do it at the end. Okay, first you simplify as much as possible and then you do the multiplication. If you multiply in the beginning only, the number will become very big and you may get scared by seeing the number. So it's my suggestion also, and if you can see also, I very easily I'm able to simplify it and I'm able to get my final answer quickly, isn't it? Now moving to the next question. So question number 4, Radhika bought a car for 2,50,000. Next year its price decreased by 10% and further next year it decreased by 12%. Find the overall decrease percent in the price of the car in 2 years. So in the beginning, the cost of the car was 2,50,000. Next year, it decreased by 10%, right? So how to find what will be the amount after 1 year? So original price is 2,50,000. It is decreased by 10%. So the price of car will become 2,50,000 minus 10% of 2,50,000. Now let's calculate it. So it will be 2,50,000 minus 10 by 100 into 2,50,000. Okay, now reduce the zeros. So 20 I can eliminate it. So it will become 2,50,000 minus 25,000, and from here you can get the price will be 2,25,000. Now next year there is a further decrease by 12%. So that decrease you have to do it in this amount, 2,25,000. So let's calculate that also. So price further decreased by 12%. So now it will become 2,25,000 minus 12% of 2,25,000. Let's calculate it. So 2,25,000 minus 12 by 100 into 2,25,000. Again, two zeros I can reduce it from here and I will get 2,25,000 minus, and if I'm going to multiply it, I will get 27,000. Going to subtract it, it will be 1,98,000. So this is the price of the car now. Okay, this is the final price. Now what you have to find? Find the overall decrease percent in the price of the car in 2 years. So in the beginning, the cost was 2,50,000. Now it is 1,98,000. So what is the net decrease? So net decrease will be 2,50,000 minus 1,98,000 and it will give you 52,000. And then you have to find the percentage also. So percentage will be net decrease divided by the original cost multiplied by 100. Now you have to solve it. So eliminate all the zeros. So this 20 I am reducing from here, and then further these 20 I am reducing from here. So it became now 520 by 25. And if you are going to divide it, you will get 20.8%. Okay. So the percentage decrease is 20.8%. Now question number 5. A shopkeeper purchased 200 bulbs for 10 rupees each. However, 5 bulbs were fused and had to be thrown away. The remaining were sold at 12 rupees each. Find the gain or loss percent. So first of all, you have to find the cost of 200 bulbs. Okay, because this 10 rupees is the cost for one bulb, right? So the cost of 200 bulb will be 200 into 10, which is 2000. Now after that, what happened? The 5 bulbs were fused. So you have to subtract those 5 bulb from the total bulb, which is 200 rupees. So now the remaining bulb is 195 rupees, and they sold this 195 bulb as 12 rupees each. So the selling price will be 195 into 12, which is 2340. So you can see cost price was 2000, selling price is 2340. The selling price is more than the cost price. So there is a gain, right? There is a profit. And profit is selling price minus cost price. And if you subtract it, you will get the profit is 340 rupees. Now you have to find the percentage also. So it will be profit divided by cost price. Your profit is 340 rupees. And the cost price was 2000 rupees multiplied by 100. So now eliminate all the zeros. So it is 34 by 2, which will give you 17%. Right? Question number 6. Meenu bought two fans for 1200 rupees each. She sold one at a loss of 5% and other at a profit of 10%. Find the selling price of each and also find out the total profit or loss percent. So she purchased two fan of 1200 rupees each, means cost of one fan is 1200 rupees. And then she sold one fan at 5% loss, other at 10% profit. You have to find the selling price for each. So let's find out. So first we will write cost price of first fan is 1200 rupees and loss is 5%. So what is the amount of loss that we will find first? And we know that loss percent and profit percentage is always calculated on the cost price of the item, right? So loss is 5% of 1200 rupees. So it will be 5 by 100 into 1200. And simplify it, you will get 5 into 12 as 60 rupees, right? So this is your loss. So how to find the selling price? So the formula to find the selling price is cost price minus loss. And from here I can get my selling price for the first fan. So it is 1200 rupees minus 60 rupees, and if you subtract it you will get 1140 rupees. So for the first fan the selling price was 1140 rupees. Now the cost price of second fan is also 1200 rupees, but there is a profit of 10%. So how to find the profit amount? It will be 10% of 1200 rupees, and from here if you calculate it will be 10 by 100 into 1200, and if you simplify it you will get that profit is 120 rupees. So what will be the selling price? Selling price is again cost price plus profit. Cost price is 1200 rupees. Profit is 120 rupees. Now if you are going to add it, you will get 1320 rupees. Now this is the first part of the question, that you have to find the selling price of each, that we have done. Now you have to find the total profit or loss percent in the whole transaction. So for that what you have to do, you have to find the total cost price of both the fan, total selling price, and then you have to see whether it is a profit or loss first. Okay, so from here total cost price is 2400 because each fan was 1200 rupees and they have purchased two fans, so it will be 1200 into 2, which is 2400. Now total selling price is, you have to add both the selling price which we have found just now, it is 1140 and 1320. So total selling price is this, and now you can see that selling price is more than the cost price. So it means there is a profit, isn't it? So how much profit is there? There is a profit of 60 rupees. 2460 minus 2400 is 60 rupees. Now you have to find the percentage. So how to find percent? It is gain divided by cost price multiply by 100, right? And how much gain you have? 60 rupees. Now see, gain and profit both are same thing, isn't it? So cost price is 2400 multiplied by 100 and it. So it will be 60 by 24. If I further reduce it, I will get 6 times 10, 6 times 4. So 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, and 5 by 2, if you convert in decimal, it will give you 2.5%. So this is the total profit percent. Question number 7. A vendor bought oranges at 20 for 125 rupees and sold them at 90 rupees per dozen. Find his gain or loss percent. So what is the meaning of this? he bought oranges at 20 for 125 rupees. Means 20 oranges he purchased at 125 rupees. This is the cost price given for 20 oranges. And he sold them at 90 rupees per dozen. Means 12 oranges he sold at 90 rupees. Then you have to find his gain or loss percent. Now see, the cost price is given for 20 oranges, selling price is given for 12 oranges. So with that value, you cannot find gain or loss. Why? Because the number of quantities are different. Here it is 20, here it is 12. So your first aim is to make it number of quantity to be same. So better you find the cost price and selling price for one orange, and then we can easily check whether it is a gain or loss. So cost price of 20 oranges is 125 rupees. So cost price of one orange will be 125 divided by 20, which will give me 6 rupees 25 paise. Now same way selling price of 12 oranges is 90 rupees. So selling price of one orange will be 90 divided by 12, which is 7.5 rupees. And from here you can see clearly that selling price is more than the cost price. It means there is a gain. So how to find gain? Gain is selling price minus cost price, and if you subtract it, you will get 1.25 rupees. Okay, so gain percent is gain by cost price into 100. So your gain is 1.25 rupees and cost price is 6.25 rupees. That you have to multiply by 100. Now you have to reduce it. So when you multiply 1.25 into 100, it will become 125, and denominator will be 6.25. Now you see denominator there is a decimal number. So to remove the decimal number, multiply by 100. Why 100? Because after decimal there is two digits. So multiply by 100 in both numerator and denominator. Isn't it? So it will become 12,500 divided by 625. And if you divide it, you will get 20%. Okay. So there is a gain of 20%. Now question number 8. The mark price of an article is 500 rupees. The shopkeeper gives a discount of 5% and still makes a profit of 25%. Find the cost price of the article. So first of all, what and all information is given? Mark price of the article is given, discount is given, and profit is given. You have to find the cost price of the article. Okay. So if you know the mark price of the article and if you know the discount, isn't it? So from here you can calculate the selling price of the article. And once you know the selling price and the profit is given, you can calculate the cost price. So mark price is 500 rupees, discount percent is 5%. First you find how much discount actually he is getting. So discount is 5% of 500 rupees. So let's calculate it. So it will be 5% means it is 5 by 100 multiply by 500, and if you reduce it, it is 100 times 5. So we are getting a discount of 25 rupees, right? So what will be the selling price from here? So mark price is 500 rupees. On that you are getting a discount of 25 rupees. So the sale price will be mark price minus discount, and if you subtract it, you will get 475 rupees. Now you have the value of selling price, profit percent is given, you have to find the cost price, right? So there is a direct formula to find the cost price of the article if you know the selling price and profit percent. So the formula is 100 by 100 plus profit percent multiplied by selling price. So let's calculate it. So it will be 100 by 100 plus 25, and this multiply by selling price, which is 475. So it will give you 100 into 475 divided by 100 plus 25 is 125. Now reduce it. 5 times 25, 5 times 20. Okay. Now again 5 times 5, and I'm going to reduce this. So 5 nines are 45, and then here 5 will come. Again 5 table. 5 times 19. So your cost price is 20 into 19, which will give you 380 rupees. So the cost price of the article is 380. Question number 9. What price should a shopkeeper mark on an article that cost 600 rupees to gain 20% after allowing a discount of 10%? So try to understand what and all information is given in the question and what you have to find. So it is given the shopkeeper purchased that article in 600 rupees. So cost price of the article is given. Gain percent is given as 20%. and then discount percent is given, and what you have to find? You have to find the marked price. Now marked price you can find only if you know the discount and you know the selling price, but here selling price is not given. So your first aim is to find the selling price of the article. Now how to find it? See, cost price is given and gain percent is given. So from this information you can find the selling price. Okay, so let's calculate it. So cost price of the article is 600 rupees, gain percent is 20%. So gain will be 20% of 600 rupees. We already know that gain percent and loss percent we always calculate on the cost price of the article. So it will be 20 by 100 into 600, and if you reduce it, 100 times 6 is 600. So gain is 120 rupees. So what will be the selling price of the article? Selling price will be cost price plus gain, which will give 600 plus 120, and the final selling price will be 720 rupees. So now you have a selling price, you have a discount percent, you have to find the mark price, isn't it? But discount percent you always calculate on mark price, isn't it? Then only you can find what is the actual discount amount. But here mark price is not given. That only you have to find. So let the mark price be X. So discount will be 10% of X. So let's calculate 10% of X. It will be 10 by 100 into X. And if you reduce it, you will get it X by 10. So your mark price is X rupees, discount is X by 10 rupees, isn't it? And we know a relation. If mark price and discount, you know how to find the selling price. Selling price is mark price minus discount. And this selling price value, you already know it is 720 rupees. So using that only I am going to calculate the mark price. So 720 rupees equal to X minus X by 10. Right? Discount just now we calculated it is X by 10. Now you have to take LCM. So it will be 720 equal to 10x minus x by 10. And if we calculate it further, it will be 720 equal to 10x minus x will give 9x by 10. Now let's transpose everything. So it will be 720 into 10 divided by 9 and reduce it. So it is 80. So you will get it here as 800 rupees. So the marked price of the article is 800 rupees. Clear? Question number 10. A sells a cycle to B at a profit of 20% and B sells it to C at a profit of 5%. If C pays 3,780 rupees, what did A pay for it? Isn't it? So what you have to find? You have to find the cost price of A. Okay. So let's try to picturize it what is given in the question. So first statement says that A sells a cycle to B at a profit of 20%. Okay, so A sells to B at a profit of 20%. Now B sells to C at a profit of 5% and then C pays 3,780 rupees. It means this 3,780 rupees is the cost price of C. And you think if C has paid 3,780 rupees to purchase it, it means B has sold this to C in the same amount. So can I say the cost price of C is the selling price of B? Isn't it? Same way, cost price of B will be the selling price of A, isn't it? So now using that relation, we will try to find out the cost price of A. So let's first of all, cost price of C will be the selling price of B. So from here I can write selling price of B is 3,780 rupees and profit is given as 5%. So from these values, I am going to calculate the cost price of B using this direct formula 100 by 100 plus profit percent multiply by selling price. So let's calculate it. So it will be 100 by 100 plus profit percent is 5%, so it will become 105 multiply by 3,780. Now reduce it, 5 times 21, 5 times 20. Okay, now I'm going to use 3 tables, so 3 times 7, 3 times 1, 1, 2, 6, 0. And if I use 7 tables, 7 times 1, again it is 7 times 180. So I am going to get my cost price as 20 into 180, which will give me 3,600 rupees. So now I got the cost price of B is 3600 rupees. So this cost price of B is the selling price of A. So from here I can write cost price of B will be the selling price of A. So selling price of A is 3600 rupees. Profit is 20%. So now using these two values, I will able to calculate the cost price of A. Again, I am using that direct formula. So it will be 100 by 100 plus profit percent means 100 plus 20, which is 120, multiply by 3600. Now eliminate the zeros. 12 times 1, 12 times 300. So from here you will get the cost price of A as 3000 rupees. Okay, so the cost price of A is 3000 rupees. Question number 11. A grocer purchased 80 kg of rice at 27 rupees per kg and mixed it with 120 kg of rice purchased at 32 rupees per kg. At what rate per kg should he sell the mixture to gain 16%? So first of all, it is given cost price of 1 kg rice is 27 rupees. Okay. And you have to find first cost price of 80 kg of rice. And this rice mixed with another variety of rice whose rate is 32 rupees per kg. Okay. So first step is find the cost price of 80 kg of rice and find the cost price of 120 kg of rice. Okay, so cost price of 80 kg of rice will be 27 into 80, which will give 2160 rupees. Cost price of 120 kg of rice will be 120 into 32, which will give 3840 rupees. So now we will find the total cost price of 80 plus 120, 200 kg of rice. So total cost price will be 6000 rupees. And this 6000 rupees is for how many kgs of rice? It is 200 kg of rice, isn't it? But what you have to find? You have to find at what rate per kg should he sell the mixture to gain 16%. Now this 6000 rupees is for 200 kg of rice. So find the cost price for 1 kg per kg. Okay. So cost price per kg will be 6000 divided by the total quantity. It will give you 30 rupees. So cost price for 1 kg of rice is 30 rupees. Gain is given as 16%. And what you have to find? You have to find the selling price, isn't it? It is given at what rate per kg should he sell. So you have to find the selling price. So for that, first you find the how much gain he got. So gain will be 16 by 100 multiply by 30. Okay. So from here, if you reduce it, you will get 16 times 3 is 48 by 10, which will give you 4.8 rupees. Okay. Now this is your gain amount. Now what you have to find? You have to find the selling price. So selling price is cost price plus gain. Cost price is 30 rupees and your gain is 4.8 rupees. So you will get the selling price as 34.8 rupees. Okay. Now when you are solving these type of questions, in the calculation part you have to be very careful. Now see here denominator is 10. Though 16 and 10 I can simplify using 2 table, but I did not do because if denominator is powers of 10 means either 10, 100 and 1000, easily I can convert it into decimal. Okay. So you have to use these small tricks while doing the calculation such that you can able to save your time. Okay. Question number 12. Sejal purchased some car parts for 20,776 rupees including VAT at 12%. What is the original cost of these spare parts? Now see, you have to be very careful. It is given this amount is including VAT. Okay, this is not original amount. This is the amount which you have pay after adding the tax amount in the original cost of the item. Okay, so from here what you can do, you can assume the original cost to be X. Okay, and what is the VAT charged for in the original cost? It is 12%. So find the VAT amount. So VAT amount or any kind of tax is always calculated on the original cost of the item. So the VAT amount will be 12% of X. And if we calculate this 12% of X, what you will get from here? It will be 12 by 100 into X, isn't it? And if you're going to reduce it, 4 3s are 12, 4 times 25. So this will give you 3x by 25. So this is your VAT amount. Now, according to the question, what we can say? Okay, this is the final bill amount, including the tax amount in the original cost. So I can say x plus 3x by 25. This is equal to 20,776. Now I have to solve it. So take the LCM. If you take the LCM, it will become 25x plus 3x divided by 25 is equal to 20,776. So it will be 28x, and I'm transposing 25 to the RHS. So division will become multiplication, and the value of x will be 20,776 into 25 divided by 28. Now I'm using 4 table. So 4 times 7, and here it will become 5,194. Now again I'm using 7 table. So 7 times 1, and this is 7 times 742. So from here I can write my original cost is 742 multiplied by 25, and which will give me 18,550 rupees. So the original cost of the spare parts is 18,550. Question number 13. A color TV is available for 26,880 rupees inclusive of VAT. If the original cost of the TV is 24,000, find the rate of VAT. So in this question, original cost of the TV is given and the final cost including the tax is also given. You have to find the rate of VAT. So let's assume that the VAT rate is X%. And you know that this tax we always calculate on what? In the original cost, isn't it? So from here I can write original cost plus X% of the original cost is 26,880 rupees. Isn't it? Why it is X% of 24,000? Because this tax is always calculated on the original cost of the item, and original cost is 24,000. So from here I can solve it. So it will be, now first I'm going to transpose this 24,000 to the other side. So it will become X% of 24,000 equal to 26,880 24,000. Okay. And now X% means X by 100 into 24,000. And if you subtract it, you will get 2,880. Now reduce it. 2 zeros I can eliminate, and then transpose 240 to the other side. It will be 2,880 divided by 240. Now 1 0 and 1 0 I can cancel it, and 24 times 12 will give me 288. So it is 12%. So the VAT is 12%. Question number 14. The population of a town was 1,76,400 in the year 2015. It increases at the rate of 5% per annum. What would be its population in the year 2017? So these questions are the application of compound interest formula question, isn't it? So here the present population is given as 1,76,400. Rate is given as 5%. Time will be, you can see from here 2015 to 2017. So there are 2 years. So time is 2 years, and you have to find the population in the year 2017. So here it is given population in the year 2015, which is the present population, is given as 1,76,400. Rate of increase is 5% and time is 2 years. So the population in the year 2017 will be, this is the formula, P into 1 plus R by 100 whole n, and your P means present population, which is 1,76,400. 1 plus rate is 5%, so 5 by 100, and time is 2 years. Now reduce it, so it will be 1 by 20. Now it is 1,76,400, and if you take LCM, it will become 21 by 20 whole square. So whole square I am writing it as 21 by 20 into 21 by 20. Now reduce it. So 2 zeros you have to eliminate. Now 2 table. So it will give me 2 8s are 16. Again 2 8s are 16 and 2 2s are 4. Further with 2 table it will be 441. So 441 into 21 is also 441. So if you multiply it, you will get 1,94,481. So this will be the population in the year 2017. Now question number 14 is having one more part where you have to find the population in the year 2013. So population in the year 2015 you know, rate percent you know, increase rate, and you have to find the population in the year 2013. Means from 2013 to 2015 if you go, you know the population after 2 years. If you take 2013 as a present year, after 2 years what will be the population that you know, but you don't know the present population. An increase rate is given as 5% per annum. So here I will assume, let the population in the year 2013 be X. Okay. And rate of increase is 5%. N is 2 years. So no, population in the year 2015 will be P into 1 plus R by 100 whole N. And I already know the population in the year 2015, which is given as 1,76,400, which is equal to present population is X and 1 plus 5 by 100 whole square. So 5 times 1, 5 times 20. So from here I can write 1,76,400 is equal to X into, again if I take LCM it will be 21 by 20 into 21 by 20. Okay, now I have to find the value of X from here. I am going to transpose everything to the other side. So X will be 1,76,400 into 20 divided by 21 into 1. I have transposed everything from right hand side to the other side. Okay, so it became like this. Now if you divide 1,76,400 by 21, you are going to get it as 21 times 1, and this will be 21 times 8,400. And you know that 21 times 4 is 84. So this will be 400. So from here I can write it is 400 into 20 is also 400. So it will become 1,60,000. Okay. So the population will be in the year 2013 is 1,60,000. Question number 15. A motorcycle is bought at 1,60,000. Its value depreciates at the rate of 10% per annum. Find its value after 2 years. So now this question is also based on the application of compound interest formulas. Here it is given the original cost was 1,60,000, but it depreciate at the rate of 10% per annum. Depreciate means the value of that motorcycle is decreasing, isn't it? So the amount will also decrease. You have to find what will be its value after 2 years. So from here I can write present value is 1,60,000. Rate of depreciation is 10%. Time is given as 2 years. So the final value after 2 years will be P into 1 minus R by 100 whole N. Why it is minus? Because it is depreciating. Okay, so whenever it is decreasing or depreciating, you have to use this formula. It will be P into 1 minus R by 100 whole N. Now I am going to substitute all the values. So it will be 1,60,000. 1 minus rate is 10 by 100, time is 2 years. And if you take LCM, it will become 1,60,000 multiply by 9 by 10 into 9 by 10. From where I got 9 by 10? You have to take LCM, then you will get it as 9 by 10. Now eliminate these zeros. So it will be 1600 into 81. And if you multiply it, 1600 into 81, you are going to get 1,29,600. So you can see clearly from here that the cost of the motorcycle is decreased. Initially it was 1,60,000. Now its value is decreased to 1,29,600. Clear? Question number 16. Find the compound interest on 6,400 rupees for 2 years compounded annually at 7.5% per annum. So here what are the values which is given here? Here principal is given as 6,400 rupees. Rate is given as 7.5%, and if you convert this mixed fraction to improper, it is 15 by 2%. Time is given as 2 years. To find compound interest, first you have to find amount, and the formula to find the amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole N. Now substitute all the values. So it will be 6400, 1 plus, and rate is 15 by 2. So you have to write 15 on the numerator and 2 will go on the denominator. Multiply by 100 whole 2. Now reduce it. So 5 table, 5 threes are 15. 5 times 20, and if you will solve it, you will get 6400, 1 plus 3 by 40 whole square. And if you take LCM, it will be 6400 into 43 by 40 into 43 by 40, because it is a square. So I'm writing it 2 times. Now eliminate these zeros. 4 times 16 and 4 times 4. And if you multiply everything, you will get 7396 as your amount. Now, once you have a value for amount, you can find the compound interest, and the formula is amount minus principal. Now, substitute the values. You will get your compound interest as 996 rupees. That's all for this video. I hope you found these questions and formulas helpful for your preparation. And if you enjoyed the videos or learned something new, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more such content. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions or need help with any topic. All the best, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.